I've driven down to North Carolina because for the next 2 nights, I'll be going alone on a little stretch of beach along the North Carolina coast known as Fort Fisher State Rec Area. It'll be a good trade of the noisy scenery of everyday life for some sand and waves. Fort Fisher is a drivable section of beach reaching just over 3 miles long, located south of Wilmington, North Carolina. It's not much as far as beach driving goes, but for the cost of the OHV permit, it's the best I've found in the state.
Well, I just got to Fort Fisher, went to go air down. Big old bubble in the front driver's side tire, so I guess I'm gonna start this trip off with the tire change. I just drove 6 hours, so I'm glad it didn't explode. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but that's how it goes. First one broke easy. I can't believe I used to roll around with a regular size spare instead of a full size spare. I went all the way to Alaska for a month on a regular spare. The spare would have been a couple inches smaller than all the other tires had something like this occurred in Alaska. That guy's off. We're good to go. Repacked up and get on the beach.
There's something about beach driving that's different from other off-roading. For sure it's calming and all, but you're so close to like the last great wilderness that neither your rig or you could survive in. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So their website says no camping, but I did some digging and it turns out they really only mean no ground camping, and I don't intend on sleeping on the sand. As you can probably tell, the beach is super windy today. I'm really hoping that it calms down for tomorrow, but I figure I'm gonna have a fire anyway. I mean, I already bought and packed out the wood, so I might as well.
Menu for tonight, curry. Got some ground turkey and butter chicken curry. That's what I'm feeling.
Not trying to sound like an ad or anything, but I've had this Devos camp light for a couple trips now, and it is pretty dope. Yeah, so of course, as you can see, it's still super windy. Everything got a good coat of salt on it overnight, and the surf is pretty choppy. But I came all this way, so I can't not get in. Feeling very refreshed with much needed coffee, breakfast, and beach air, I wanted to try working out at the GoFastCamper. I've seen other people set it up like a mobile office, and I figured I would give it a try today. I'm not planning on going anywhere the whole day, so I'm hoping I can make some good progress on a book I've been putting together about my 2021 thru hike of the Pacific Crest Trail. Progress has been slower than I'd like, but I think I've finally got all the photos sorted out. Turns out it works pretty good. It's a bit cramped right now with my full-size spare in the bed, but if and when that gets mounted on the rear bumper, it's not going to be an issue. As far as table height, it's great. I'm just sitting in a standard height GCI chair that I got from REI, and it puts everything at a comfortable height, so I'm able to get into a pretty good workflow. Pretty much the whole day flew by as I worked from the GFC, until all the birds decided to have a mass exodus. Either I'm about to be taken out by a tsunami like in the movies when all the birds fly off, or it's migration time. It's so flat and open out here, more so than any desert that I've been to. I kind of like it. There's not much for distractions, and the moment kind of feels significant with you being the only thing around for miles. Tonight's menu, chorizo grilled cheese. My last morning there was super cool. I really like moody beaches, sometimes even more than sunny ones if I'm trying to surf. If I can be sitting on a surfboard in the rain, I'll take it. This morning didn't have much for a sunrise, instead a low layer of salty haze. If I didn't have such a big drive ahead of me, I probably would have gotten back in the water. But I think that's pretty much it for me on this one. Spending a whole day on the beach in one spot was way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Well, for me at least. Maybe not so much for this video. But for me it was totally relaxing, and I felt less distracted than I usually do. The day overall felt longer. The GFC was great these past 2 nights. I've been slowly but consistently modifying it to make it work better for me, and I feel like I'm kind of getting into a familiar flow with it at camp. Well, I guess it's time for me to be heading out. Hopefully I make it back all right, without any more tire issues, you know, being on the spare and all. Thanks for watching me chill out on the beach. Now it's your turn. Go chill out on the beach somewhere. Maybe you'll catch the waves I should have caught.
Just got my pants soaked getting that shot.